Good afternoon. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Rideshare.Tax webinar. My name is Amir Morani. I'm CPA, and we have a wonderful service of tax preparation and tax planning for rideshare drivers. And we have many of you who use our services. Thank you very much for doing that. Today, we have a very special guest, Bazal Morani, joined here with me. Uh, Bazal is a financial advisor and has a lot of experience in disability income insurance, and that is what we're going to talk about today. Uh, we all who work in the rideshare industry, or if you work in any kind of independent contractor type position work, you don't get a W 2 income. You are on 1099. You get what you earn, and if the days you're not able to work, you don't make money. And so it is a very important and a critical topic for you to think about that what happens if you are not able to go to work for reasons that are beyond your control, particularly when it comes to your health or such situations. So today I'm going to discuss about disability income insurance with Bazal. Welcome, Bazal.
Thank you for having me.
So let's dive into the topic. Could you please start with explaining disability income insurance and why it's important for rideshare drivers?
Sure. So disability income insurance is basically a protection for your income for when you are either sick or injured. This is when you are unable to work for a certain period of time, and it is to protect you so that you have that income to take care of your mortgages, your utilities, your groceries, which we call MUG, and also other, expenses that are monthly expenses that are usually covered by your income that you wouldn't be able to pay for.
So, are there different types of disability income insurance? Could you elaborate like that?
Yeah, so there's short-term disability insurance and long-term disability insurance. Short-term is for a few months if you're going to only be disabled for maybe a couple of months. Usually those don't really have an elimination period. And then there's long-term disability. It could be anywhere from 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, or all the way up to retirement because you never really know how long the disability could last in certain cases, such as like an illness like cancer or an injury like a car accident. And so, but that does have an elimination period, and you do want to talk to a financial in that aspect of what the best approach and what plan is best for you.
So what I understand is if one of our rideshare drivers has a situation where he or she is not able to drive and make money because of a covered situation, which is covered under the disability income insurance, then the disability insurance kicks in and it gives you money for what you called MUG, which is mortgage. What was the U? Utilities and the grocery. Okay. So you would get an insurance company to give you a certain amount of money every month so that you can continue to live your life reasonably comfortably. Does it give a certain percentage of your income?
Yeah, so it usually covers about 60% of your
Okay.
income.
Okay, so they would get about 60% of what they would generally make and what coverage they've got, right?
Yes.
So whatever coverage they've got, they'll get 60% of that. Okay. Okay. Uh, how does the cost of disability insurance vary? What what should the what should they expect to pay generally? I know that there may be variables, but
Yeah. So it depends on what kind of policy you're getting. Generally, disability insurance is the cheapest of the insurance policies because it is for illnesses and injuries. So usually you could see anywhere if you have, say, an income about 50,000 annually, then you're usually going to have a policy between 500 to $1,500 premium. And even that, that's assuming that you're getting a better coverage and, riders and stuff like that you're looking to have it.
That's the annual premium that they would pay,
That would be annually, yes.
and they can pay it on a monthly basis.
Yeah, so you can choose between monthly, quarterly, or annual payments. So personally, I usually do the monthly payments just because it's easier. And a monthly payment can be anywhere from $20 to $125 per month, depending on what kind of policy that you choose.
Okay. So, and from a tax perspective, I just wanted to add here that if you pay your disability income insurance premium from your after-tax money, then if God forbid you run into a situation where you actually have to use this policy and take money from the insurance company to support yourself. Now, the good thing is that money that comes from the insurance company is not taxable.
Right.
Because it is not considered income for your purposes if you're getting it from the insurance company, as long as this disability income insurance was purchased by you personally with your after-tax money.
Right.
And it doesn't apply to situations where sometimes employees get it at their jobs. So
that would be your group policies. Yes, group policies will have a tax rate when we pay out because it's pre-tax dollars that are paying.
If someone who has a coverage with a disability income insurance, and if they run into a situation where they probably are not going to be able to work and they need to claim, what is the process? How does that work?
So you will submit some documentation. So you will submit proof of your income plus expenses. So you do want to keep that documented. You will provide medical documents to prove that you have a medical injury and that you are disabled. The policy will go into an underwriting process, and once you are approved, your elimination period will then be started, and you will then move forward into going into the process of getting your disability income being paid.
You mentioned the term elimination period. What is that?
An elimination period is the time period between when you file for your disability income and when your actual payments start. You get to pick that when you are creating your policy. It could be anywhere from 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. Or you could choose no elimination period. Usually your financial planner will sit with you and determine how long you can survive on your emergency savings before you need your disability insurance.
So what it means is that if you pick 30 days elimination period, then from the day you are disabled, you have to take care of your expenses for the first 30 days yourself.
Right.
After 30 days, insurance company will pay.
Right.
And that's what the elimination period. Okay. Are there any common misconceptions or misunderstandings about the disability income insurance that we should be aware of?
One of the common misconceptions would be that, the elimination period starts at the point you're disabled rather than when you file disability to your insurance. Your 30 days starts once the insurance company is informed of your disability, not at the time of or injury, illness. The other thing I would point out is disability insurance, usually people believe that they don't need it or it's a waste of money. But the chances of getting disabled now, every 1 in 3 people have the chances of getting disabled at this point. And, you want to make sure you're safe and you want to make sure, and you're not going to lose the money if you do a return of premium rider. So that option is also available for those afraid of losing the money if they don't.
And if you have health insurance, isn't that good enough?
No. So health insurance does not cover disability. It does not. So a lot of people believe that health insurance, long-term care, and disability all fall under the same coverage. It does not. Health insurance only covers for medical expenses. Disability insurance covers your income and protects your income.
Okay, so your living expenses are covered by your disability income insurance. Your health expenses, healthcare expenses are covered by your health insurance.
Right.
Okay. Um, what is the process, or how should they go about actually, learning more about it? And if they want to, of course, we would recommend that if you would like to uh, learn more about disability income insurance, please do contact Bazal. You can contact us and we can connect you with her. But in general, a process that somebody would want to try to follow if they wanted to go through that process of disability.
So you would first reach out to your financial planner and discuss with them what your financial situation is. I would also clearly point out that you're a rideshare driver because getting disability insurance for that specific group is a little different. So you want to make sure that the financial planner does understand the nuances of that and is able to help you in that specific situation. We personally are collaborating with Rideshare.Tax and we would help you in that situation and we do understand that those nuances. But you want to make sure that's there. You want to discuss your income, your expenses, and come up with a plan that is best fit for you. Always remember that when you're talking to a financial planner, you want to ask them all the right questions. One of the key questions that people forget to ask is what riders are best for me. You don't want a bare bones policy because the bare bones policy will not do you the good that you want that policy to do in the time of.
So, and again, if you don't have a financial planner that you go to normal circumstances, we would be glad to connect you with Bazal. Please do let us know. Send us a message um, on our social media platform or on the YouTube channel that you see this. Wherever you see us, or send an email to me, Amir at Rideshare.Tax. I will connect you with Bazal. Um, the approach that you said is you have to look at your situation. What can you afford? What do you need to cover? What elimination period is good for you? What coverage period is good for you? And how much capacity do you have to be able to pay the premium, which it is a critical coverage. As you said, that you have to. This is like protecting yourself in case of a situation which is beyond your control,
Right.
and that's what you're protecting for. It's just like getting a car insurance on your car. You pay the premium and you hope you never have to use that policy because it's not good to have to claim insurance. Same thing here, but you want to protect yourself because there are chances.
And if you are lucky enough to never use it, the return of premium rider allows you to get any money that you've put into the policy and have it used back at the end of the retirement, the expiration of the policy.
Well, we hope that this was an informative session for you. The summary is that in your business, you are working and making money, and you don't have days off where you are not able to work, and yet you get a check from on any of these rideshare platforms. Uh, if you run into a situation where you have a health situation which disables you for a short period of time, then uh, you need to think about this coverage. Bazal, thank you very much for joining us today to discuss this. If you would like us to connect you with Bazal on to learn more about what is disability income insurance, particularly for your industry, because you are in a very interesting industry. And that's why you must look at it, find out more about it. Thank you very much for joining us today for this webinar. We appreciate you.
Thank you.